Okay, so for today's second experiment, the T-7A, my two maiden flights, I had the battery way too far forward, I think. So I've moved it way back, almost as far back as it'll go. We're going to see how that affects how she flies. Hopefully a lot better. Actually, you know, to be honest, she didn't fly bad before. It was just a matter of the landings. And the takeoff. The takeoff roll was really long because there was, you know, so nose heavy. It didn't want to lift up. And then the landings were a little difficult because of not being able to flare very well or at all. So it should be a little better now with the weight back further. We shall see. Last time I took off from here and really used most of the runway. Let's see if we do better this time. Left, right. Those aileron servos seem very slow. Up, down, left, right, and flaps, which I'm not going to use. All right, here we go. That was better. Shorter takeoff roll, felt better on the elevator. And she seems to be flying more stable, although there was a little more wind last time, I think. But it was kind of wobbling around. And it's not so much this time. Well, there's a little wobble. Okay, let's set up for some approaches here. Get that gear down. See what she feels like coming in. That red tail really does help with the visibility. That's pretty good. Slowed down a bit. Let's try one notch of flaps. Okay, she's flying nice. Let's do another approach. I'm pretty high.
Time remaining 1 minute.
Let's shut the power down. Let her sink. There she goes. Put a little throttle back in. That was pretty sweet. Wasn't sure if I was going to land that time or not, but that looked good. With less than a minute left on the battery, you might as well call that a flight, and we'll put in a new battery and do it again. But that felt a lot better. The way she came in, just started sinking out there and came in nice. I pulled the nose up a little, gave it a little bit of throttle, and that was nice. So that was with half flaps. Maybe next time we'll try full flaps and a little more throttle. But the new balance point is definitely working out. Okay, we're going to try this again. I just moved the battery back a little bit more, maybe a quarter inch, maybe not even that much. I just want to make some small changes and see if it gets better or worse. It's like at the eye doctor when they say number 1 better, number 2 better, number 1 worse, number 2 better. That's the game we're gonna play today here. Which one's better? Okay, off we go again. I think I got a front gear door open. Let's have a look. I've got front gear down. Okay.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
There she is, all cleaned up now. Okay. Yeah, they're slowed down real nice.
Time remaining 1 minute.
Oh, I'm way up there. What the hell am I doing? But I'm going slow. That's what I wanted to see. With the battery moved back, makes a slow flight a lot easier.
Elevator mid raise. Elevator high raise. Seconds. 20 seconds. 10.
I am super high.
Timer expired.
I don't know what the hell I was thinking. That's a little better. Let's get this guy down. Sweet. Somebody on YouTube made a comment that looks like when I fly, I don't use throttle enough on landings, and it's true. And I think there's a good reason for it subconsciously. So the airfield ends right here, and I always feel like if I'm giving it throttle late in the landing, that I'm going to overshoot, and I need to get over that. I know, but I think that's the reason for it. I know intellectually that you need throttle on a jet in landing, you know, 25-30% or so maybe, and you know, fly it in. But I see that end of the runway and that fence right there coming up, and it just does something to my brain, and it makes me dump the throttle. So that's that explanation. I appreciate the feedback, and you're right. I don't use enough throttle on landing, but I think it's just that fear factor of the fence down there. I want to get out of the throttle, slow it down, and then I end up, you know, pancaking it into the earth sometimes, and that's the price I pay. But I get it down and I get it stopped. So I'm working on that. And thanks for your feedback. So we did 24 seconds over
Timer reset.
3 minutes. Let's see what that means in battery. Let's see if I have a pen. I want to mark that position for the battery because I kind of like it right about where it is. Of course I don't have a pen. Why would I have a pen? Well, I think I know about where it is. So let's unplug that. Turn off that camera. Get my battery checker. So I did 3 minutes, and we're going to call it almost 3.5, 3:20 something. 46%. Okay, now cells are all matching up pretty good now. 46%. So I could have gone around a couple of times. All right, it's another successful flight. I think I'll do another one. I can't see where I'm pointing this camera, but I think I'm pointing it in the right place. I did find a pen and I marked the new position. It's very interesting to notice this is where I started. My first 2 flights on the maiden day, that's how far forward I was. And now I'm, looks like pretty close to 2 inches back from there. That's pretty crazy. So I was way off. But the airplane balanced where the book said it should. And now, of course, it won't. But it also flies, so that's a good thing. So there you go. Okay, here we go. Flight 3 on this, I think, today. Put the battery in the same place as last time. But I did give it a little more elevator throw on the upside, which might help a little with the long takeoff run. And I was noticing, you know, trying to pull up like into a loop or something, it didn't have a lot of elevator travel. So I turned that up a little bit. And we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll do this. I've been doing all my takeoffs with 0 flaps. I think this one I'll do the half flaps, which is really not very much at all. Okay, so left, right. I may replace those aileron servos too. They're a little slow. Okay, I'm good. Timer set to 3 minutes. Everything looks good.
Intermediate mode.
Looks like the gears come up. Or not. Maybe on the nose again. Let's have a look. Something's going on there. Let's go gear down. And gear back up.
Receiver 4.9 volts. Time remaining 2 minutes.
Alright, the gear's all squared away. That's nice. There's a little better with the elevator. Yeah, I think that little extra elevator throw helped a lot. Shoot another couple of landings. nose gear. Holy shit. I didn't even notice. Oh no, okay. That door is just so big. It hides almost all of the gear. Okay, so we're good. Let's
20 seconds.
concentrate on flying. We're at full flaps.
10. Timer expired.
Okay, we'll concentrate on getting her down. And then we'll throw in some throttle at the end, I think. I don't know, it looks pretty good, but there we go, a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. I'll take that. Okay, here we go with flight number 4. No changes this time. The battery is where it's been for the last 2. And I left the elevator throw where I had it last time. I think that's fine. I gotta be honest, the first time I flew this plane, when the CG was way off, I was kind of hating it. I was like, you know, I don't really want this plane anymore. Now that she's flying right, that's a whole different story. Much cooler plane. Okay, we'll take off with a little bit of flap. Gears down, everybody's happy. Gear coming up. Or not, let's see. That front gear door takes a while. And the front gear door is still down. Gear down again. Gear up. We'll have to have a look at that and see if there's anything weird going on there.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
Alright, she's all cleaned up.
Time remaining 1 minute.
Oop. Well, wish I could say I was aiming for the runway, because it did eventually hit it. We got a little bit of a wind coming this way, so I think it just naturally turned into it. But that was a fine landing too. And I carried the power right up to the end. Not much of it, but oh, I'm still carrying a little power. So yeah, that was good. It was good. All right, so I'm out of batteries, I think. So that's 4 flights on this guy today, and no broken pieces. So I'm going to call that a success. All right, I don't know what I meant by I'm out of batteries. We can't forget the 6S 5000 milliamp 100C pack that I have. So let's get one more. Oh, wind's coming. If you're really paying attention, you may notice that I'm taking off in this direction, but I'm landing in the opposite direction. That's because it's a shorter walk out here to the starting point. So I don't mind taking off with the wind, but I try to land into it whenever possible. So taking off into it's not that big a deal. I mean, taking off with it is not a big deal. Okay, here we go. Coming out of the flaps and the gear. I'm going to do a gear check because I don't trust it. Is that nose gear still down? So put all the gear down. And then all the gear up without pulling any G's.
Receiver 4.9 volts.
I think I just saw the nose gear go up. Yeah, she's looking good.
One minute.
Total power off.
Seconds.
I turned too soon. Let's get over here. Here we go. Power in, power in.
20 seconds.
That got a little sketchy at the end, but she made it. She needs brakes. Yeah, I got out of the power too soon, and she really dropped. which is what you want, but I got to get that power back in time, and I just barely did this time. Alright, so now I'm out of batteries and no broken airplanes, so it is, I think, time to go home. So later, dudes, thanks for watching. Hope you got some enjoyment out of my crazy flying.